Right, folks, so our next guest is a Smile Jamaica friend, and he's proposing that athletes should utilize the downtime with online gaming and learning, which he believes will benefit the individuals in the long term. Join us now, as I said, our friend, psychologist and founder of Above or Beyond, Dr. Leahcim Semaj. Dr. Semaj, morning and welcome to Smile Jamaica once again, sir.
Morning, my brother, morning.
All
Good
is
morning,
well.
Doc.
I hope you're keeping safe
Hey, my
and
sister.
everything is all right with you.
Oh, we're giving thanks. I mean, I do 3-5Ks a week, and this morning I just did my weights workout in my gym at home, so I stay on top of the game.
Yeah, you can not show off for me about your gym at home. You could invite me to your gym at home
You
still.
No, social distancing.
Tough time for everyone. We are highlighting athletes this morning, but tough time for everyone. Before we go specifically to the athletes, as a psychologist, just give me an overview of what could be happening to all of us and maybe how we could help ourselves.
Okay, the bad thing is that now we're now shifting into the phase we call pandemic fatigue. It's been a few months we've been at this, we can't go nowhere. Everything, all the tension. But guess what? Frustration can lead to aggression. That's my biggest concern. Either verbal aggression or physical aggression. But with a little twist, frustration can lead to creativity. So with all the things that we are not being able to do, I started something last week, which I'm trying to encourage my other associates to do. On a Friday night, I keep a staycation, fine dining party just at my house for just my family. We put on our best clothes, put on our good clothes, because your clothes forget about you, because long time you don't see them. We take out the best dishes and we dine. And every Friday you make it the best dinner, and you just treat yourself good. My recommendation.
Let's be specific now. We're talking about athletes. I'm a football coach, so let's look at some footballers, for instance.
Okay. Now, let's say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And a lot of footballers are, boy, nothing now, go on, I'm a. The first thing I start with is that what drives you to be a footballer, big time baller, is your passion, and you want to be a winner. You have all this energy. Historically, societies have utilized the energies of the warrior class to go into sports because it's the alternative to violence. If you can put that energy, the energy is still there, even though the ball not rolling. So my first suggestion is to go online. Online gaming can draw your energy. I saw this, the F1 drivers, while they were off season, most of them were still racing online. A number of them did not race under their own name because you don't want to look at nobody or beat you. I said, beat Hamilton. Huh?
Yeah.
Because so many of the online tracks are the same as the real tracks. So many of the online football games. So between the online gaming where you sharpen your technical skills and your strategic moves, and also watching critical football matches to see how decisions were made, to see what. I believe that is one method to absorb a lot of that energy. That plus your at home workout, staying fit, always working with your ball, your sit-ups with your ball, your push-ups with your ball, your juggling. But the online gaming will absorb that energy and sharpen you for when you get back on the field. That's part one. Part two was inspired by you, Neville. Some years ago, I asked you, of all the people you have coached at the high school level, how many really made it all the way through to the pro? You thought for a few minutes and then you shook your head and you gave me a very, very small number. The reality that most people playing football, whether the schoolboy level or the other levels, will not make it all the way to the top. So use this time also to start sharpening your post-football career. You can learn anything you want to learn on the internet. So your online gaming for 3 hours, at the end, at least 2 hours now, or you want to do management, you want to learn psychology, there are a number of NBA players and NFL players who are gaining their advanced degrees while they're playing in the major leagues. So that is a perfect time. Many of our ballers have not really devoted sufficient time to their education. The same way you're before that screen and that computer, or even your smartphone, you go online and start learning something. Once it starts becoming a habit and a passion, you can't stop. So 2, sharpen your game online, learn the skills that you'll be needing for your post-football career.
Yep.
That's so true. Doc, you're a learned man, and I want to now ask you for the general public, including the athletes, when we're looking at loss of jobs and opportunities in the digital world, what can you offer? What are you seeing? What suggestions can you make for us to look at new ways of earning? Because, job cuts, it's a real thing for so many people, and some don't know where to turn.
Absolutely. But the reality, is that, look, jobs have to be created or transformed and transferred to an online platform because there's so many things we can do directly. So one of my biggest concerns is what we call the Zoom divide. Look what we're able to do now via Zoom. We can have a full conversation, but there's some people who are not comfortable with this world. My first thing, you get comfortable with the Zoom world, with the online world of communicating and working. And see how whatever you were doing before, can you take it online? What needs do you see in your community? What talent do you have? What skill do you have? Who are the customers? You start asking questions. You start making suggestions. When I went to Mega Mart this weekend, on leaving, there was a gentleman in the parking lot. And I guess he stopped people based on the size of your card and what you have. And he handed a card. Listen, I have a small delivery company I'm building. I deliver anything you want. I pick up anything you need. And he would hand out his card to people. Now, and many people took them and looked, thank you very much. Because that's how else would we know? There's a gentleman who recently I utilized to redo my roof. I saw a flyer in the newspaper on the Sunday morning when I went up to buy it. There was a little flyer in there with his name, pictures of some things that he had done. And I saved it. When I need this, I called him. He came and he looked, and we've been doing business now for months. So I'm just saying, what are your skills? What are your strengths? What can you do? So it starts, you can do something. Don't tell me any little thing. There's no room for that. If you really realize you can't do anything, again, go online and learn something. Apprentice yourself to somebody. Help them out. You know how many big timers started out helping out somebody? And as a result, they start to learn the skill. So that's how we have to do it.
Yep. Tell me quickly about Above or Beyond.
We transform. We transform companies, individual nations. We take you either above where you were before or beyond your wildest dreams. That's the short answer for what we do. Transformation.
All right, now, Doc, I'm going to put you on the spot now. Neville and I are about transformation. So you know us, you see us occasionally on television and in person. So now give me one word of advice, one tip, something that I should do to transform my life, and then give Neville some advice. We want transformation right now. We want to go above. Let's go, Doc. Give me something.
No, well, I think you're both already in that league because you are doing, first of all, the things you love. When I see the energies that you transmit, Empress, you are doing what you love, and you do it not just online, but you do it in person. The energy you transmit to help people to move themselves to the next level. Neville, you got it made because you have turned football and the whole thing into a total thing, playing, coaching, teaching, and your online persona is that of a coach, is that of somebody who can transform people. So there's not much more. All for you to do is make sure you get paid properly now. If you need somebody to negotiate on your behalf.
I think I've organized a meeting with you and my boss.
Yes.
We'll talk one away.
Good to see you, my friend. Always great to see you.
Yes.
Dr. Leahcim Semaj,
Thank you,
psychologist and founder of Above or Beyond. By the way, when he said it was inspired by me, we read something once that in the United States, of 5,000, more than 5,000 high school footballers, only one
We'll make it to pro.
would be drafted.
Drafted.
And you could very well be drafted and not end up playing in the MLS. Of more than 5,000, only one, which is where that came from. So a lot of us think we might make it. Unfortunately, we might not. But don't give up your dream. Work hard because you might be the one or the second one or the third one. All right, ready to be merry? How will you be celebrating Christmas this year? We discuss in our social media talk back after this quick break. Stay with us, please.